What's up, YouTube? Update video on the Nylon Ford. I haven't made a video in a hot minute, so I figured long past due. Because I've made some changes to it, little progress, little. Figured I'd do this before, the last video I did, I think I was talking about the transmission swap. Haven't done that yet, because I've been tossing around my mind lowering the truck. And I was like, if I'm a lower truck, I better do it before I do the transmission swap, because if it changes driveline angle, drive shaft length, if any of that changes, I'd hate to have a drive shaft made and lower the truck. I had to have never made or have it cut down or whatever. So I was like, screw it. I'll lower the truck before I do the transmission swap. So that part is almost completely done, because I went with the DJM lowering kit. I think it was like, I hate to say the number, $760 to the door, and that come with two new I-beams for the front, lowering I-beams. It's a 3.5. The rear was a flip kit, so you have to actually flip the axle on top of the springs, and it has like this little bracket that relocates the rear end and holds it in place, keeps it from rotating, so that part's done. Let me spin the camera. I'll show you what the truck looks like and show you what I'm about to have to do to try to correct it half-ass. So here's the truck. This is the 3.5 kit. Like I say, the front is I-beams, and it kind of gives you an idea where the truck's sitting. The rear is actually sitting lower than the front by probably an inch, maybe almost two. You can see it. You can see the wheel clearance or tire clearance versus tire clearance. It's definitely sitting a little bit lower in the back, but I do have about 500 pounds of subwoofer box and subs in the back, so that would explain that. So what I'm gonna do to correct that is I bought these are off Amazon. They're like $50. They're raise shackles, 1/2 to 2 inch raise. So as you can figure, the top hole is going to be the 1.5. The lower hole is going to be a 2, because it's going to create more separation between the springs and the truck. So hopefully that'll get it sitting level, because it is sitting a little bit low in the back. Of course, everybody said, well, just lower the front to match the back now, because I like suspension travel. I don't want to be bombing out on everything I hit. So that is the update. And man, I ain't gonna lie, it looks a whole lot better sitting a little closer to the earth. So I'm gonna get that fixed. But I guess I could try to give you a little idea what it looks like. I don't know what's running outside my bed, but whatever. Get some dirt out of my way. But see the rear, it's a axle over spring, and that's what I'm talking about by that bracket. I don't know if the light's messing it up, but that bracket sits on the pin, actually moves the rear end back just a hair, which fixes its angle it has. And then as you can see how it tucks into those top perches, and that's what keeps it from trying to rotate. So it's a pretty good little kit, man. It works, but just get ready to be in for a little bit of work. And then as far as we did alignment on it before we even left work with it. And I went and bought these, man, they're like $50 a piece, camber caster correction kits, and we set them up at dead zero, because there's like a bunch of letters on top, and it has some marks on it to, it tells you, if you need to go plus 1 degree camber and then this much caster. It tells you exactly where to clock that, bushing before you even install it, to get the number you're looking for. So we set them up at dead zero, and that alignment was dead in. All we had set was toe, because we changed. It changed the how it changed the track bar and all that location, so toe got changed. So all we had to do is adjust toe, and it was spot on for as far as camber and caster goes. It was right on Ford spec. So man, shout out to DJM for setting those I-beams up correct, because they were spot on. But if you did have to adjust, the bushings I got $42 a piece, they would go up to R negative 3.5 camber and like 4 degrees caster. So you got plenty of wiggle room to make some adjustments. So, but that's the update. now the, next thing is to get transmission in it. And I have everything for the transmission. I got transmission, got the, I'll show you all this. This is, because I'm upgrading the U-joints from the factory crap to, this is for the Ford 88 rear end. It's the 1350 U-joint, so it'll be a little bit stronger. I've already got the wiring harness, the standalone controller, everything I need to do to get the swap done. I just got to get off my lazy butt and do it. So that's gonna be the next video, is the swap. I really need to learn how to work this whole YouTube thing and editing, and that way I can maybe do some work and y'all can watch as I do it. But stick along. You're about to see a 6080 swapped Ford. So I appreciate y'all watching. Any comments, questions, hit me up. I always respond. And until next time, thank you.